All right, barbecue fans, Caddy Q Barbecue here. Gonna be cooking some more ribs today. Today we're gonna be doing a little experiment. We're gonna do one rack, just smoking it until it's to temp. And then we're gonna do the other rack, wrapping it, like we've been doing and you've seen on our past videos. The rubs we put on these today was a little different too. We had Mama Q as our base rub, and we put just a light dusting of the Killer Hogs hot barbecue on the top, try to give it a little bite. So we're about to put these on our Oklahoma Joe Bronco and get cooking. All right, so we just put our racks on the smoker here. Look how beautiful they are. They're sweating perfectly today. We are going to smoke these at about 250 today for 3 hours to start. We got some cherry wood chunks in there. I want to try that cherry. We're gonna wrap one, and the other we're just gonna let there sit and keep cooking. It's been about 2.5 hours at 250 degrees. Cherry wood smoke still coming out, smelling great. So we're gonna open it up and take a look at it. Ooh-wee! Does look beautiful. All right, so we're gonna take this longer of the two here, go inside and wrap it, and we're gonna leave that other one just like it sits until it gets up to about 207 or so. All right, we've been on the wrap for about 30 minutes now. We're gonna go ahead and open it up, open the wrap up, and probe it. See the other one back there? It's got some good pullback. They're looking great. We're gonna go ahead and spritz it just a little bit, just to add just a tick more moisture. So we just got these off the smoker and wanted to do a quick comparison of them. This rack right back here in the back here, this is the one that we did not wrap. You see that color is beautiful. It's got a nice bark on it. Took hour to an hour and a half, maybe more, to get it to the same temp as the wrapped ones. This one right here, these are the ones we wrapped using that Texas Crutch method. You see, as they say, the wrap did wash some of the rub off. It doesn't look quite as barky. Some of the thicker portions still have a decent little bark on it, but it definitely washed most of it off when you compare it to this. They look a lot different. So the Texas Crutch wrap does wash a lot of the bark off, but they say the trade-off is it's supposed to be more moist and tender meat. So we're gonna cut them open and test that. Now for the taste test. So these over here on this side, these are the ones we wrapped, as we've been doing. You've seen us do that before on our Caddy Q videos. The Texas Crutch wrap. These over here are unwrapped. They just smoked, just sitting right on the grate, right over the smoke for the entire time. So now we're gonna see what they think about tenderness and taste. So, they look tasty. Perfect tenderness. Very tasty. Very tasty. It's sweet. It's good juiciness. That one's pretty good. Now let's step over here to our unwrapped version. See the bark much more set on this one. I can already tell it's gonna have a different flavor. Perfect tenderness. So, by not washing the bark off with the wrap, you can taste all the spices. And man, they seeped all down into the meat. That cherry wood that we use, I can really taste that strong. This one is very good. The tenderness is almost identical. The juiciness is almost identical. That's a good rib right there. To recap our rib cook today, we decided to test the theory of whether to wrap or not wrap. We did 2 racks. One we wrapped, one we didn't. Everything else was the same about them. As far as the texture goes, it was pretty similar between the two. The wrapped ones maybe were had a little more moisture. The flavor was surprisingly quite different between the two. By not wrapping, you didn't wash off any of that bark or those seasonings, so they were all there and they were punching hard. Whereas in the wrap, it kind of washed some of them away, and you try to reintroduce that back with the things you put in the wrap. The ones that were wrapped, we think were the winner. They were very good. I see why a lot of competition teams do that. The tenderness, the taste, the the moisture was all on point. Very, very delicious. The ones that were not wrapped had a much better bark. If you like a good bark on your ribs, that's the way to do it. Had a very good bark. We even were talking about if we want to try some unwrapped, maybe we need to change our seasonings just a little bit, because they're there and they punch you right in the tongue whenever you bite into it. But so for us, the winner was wrapping it. We think wrapping is the way to go. We thought they were delicious. So this has been Catty Q Barbecue.